Hello, my name is Bob Greenberg, and I'm here to talk to you about music. On Saturday, May 19th, the Alexander String Quartet and I will complete our two-season, nine-concert traversal of the life and music of the Soviet composer Dmitri Dmitrievich Shostakovich. He was born on September 25th of 1906 in St. Petersburg and died in Moscow on August 9th of 1975. The country in which Shostakovich lived for the great bulk of his life, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, was also born in St. Petersburg in November of 1917. And like Shostakovich, it also died in Moscow on December 31st of 1991, age 74. The Soviet Union died bankrupt, corrupted, its people struggling for survival. Shostakovich died, his body corrupted by polio, heart disease, and lung cancer that had metastasized everywhere, a result of a lifetime of chain-smoking papyrosi, the cardboard-tipped Russian cigarettes to which he was hopelessly addicted. Shostakovich's compositional career mirrored the history of the Soviet Union from 1917 to 1975. He began attending the St. Petersburg or Petrograd Conservatory in 1919 during the Russian Civil War. He graduated and began his career during the years of Lenin's rule. That would be the early 1920s. He knew Stalin personally and was nearly purged twice in 1936 and 1948. He lived through the beginning of the siege of Leningrad, dealt personally with Khrushchev, and died when Brezhnev was in power. We here in the West simply cannot imagine, we cannot fathom what Shostakovich and his generation of Soviet citizens lived through. He saw friends and family murdered by his own government. He was eyewitness to Stalin's horrific 5-year plans, as well as the Nazi destruction of much of his country. Post-war reconstruction, the arms race, the space race. He was witness to pretty much the entire Soviet 9 yards. But most importantly, he was a truly great composer. And all of his fear and courage, his experience and imagination found their way into his music. He wrote music that pleased the state and music that infuriated the state. He wrote a symphony, number 13, that acknowledged the Holocaust at a time when official Soviet doctrine did not. He wrote an opera that nearly got him killed, and yet he kissed the collective derrieres of the Politburo, towed the party line, publicly said what he was told to say, and as a result, he survived. Through it all, Shostakovich's mind remained his own, and his conscience, riddled with fear and self-loathing as it was the secret inspiration behind so very much of his music. As such, Shostakovich's music stands as a witness to the rise and failure of Soviet communism, one of a handful of defining events of the 20th century. Should you find yourself in San Francisco on May 19th, stop by Herb's Theater at 10 a.m. It is going to be a great show. Thank you.